Hey y'all, welcome back to my channel. I hope you guys are doing well. I just want to quickly jump into this because I woke up and I was told to pull some cards for you guys regarding your algorithm, your tarot algorithm. Now, first thing that came to me was a pinch in my third eye as I was shuffling. So for some of you, there's something that you can't see that's going on behind the scenes. And right now, it's so important to focus on yourself completely. Now, a download that I got was a movie called The Black Rabbit on Netflix. And there's a specific scene. So basically, it's a hitman who was hired for a high-profile assassination. And he had a whole method where he lowered his heart rate to 60 to make sure that his hand was steady and he didn't miss the shot. Well, he ended up missing the shot and chaos ensued. He ended up being hunted down by a bunch of people in different countries, basically globally, right? You get the point. What I'm seeing here is that there's somebody that has fumbled you. And since this person fumbled you, chaos has ensued in their life because they've had to run away. Not just from you, but from multiple other situations. All right? Now, I was getting very heavily that what your tarot algorithm is helping you do is actually transmute this energy for this person. So there's a need to take a break from watching love readings, if that's the content you consume mostly, no contact readings, and focus on yourself. Because I'm seeing here that there's a chink in your armor that this person exploited. And this is somebody that you are still connected to telepathically. I'm actually getting a really intense connection here. So you guys may have a soul tie. This person is exploiting that. And you're carrying the emotions that they need to work through. Because what they're doing is they're latching on to you, and you're picking up on that, and it's showing up all over your tarot algorithm. All right, so you're saturating your mind at this point. Now, what I see here is that this person, while you were dealing with them, was siphoning your energy. And they were doing that to help themselves move forward. If this person discarded you, which I'm assuming they did, it was so that they could get an ego boost. And they thought that they could find somebody or a connection that was better than the connection that you guys had. And with this Ace of Cups, with the Lovers reversed and the Three of Swords, I'm hearing that you gave your love away. This person didn't feel like they needed to earn it, and so they abused it. Now with the Tower reverse, I'm seeing that if this person hasn't come back already, they've already come back in the past, and this is a cycle that you guys have actually gone through before, more than once. And with the Page of Wands here, I'm seeing that this person's communication might have seemed like they were a lot more interested than they actually were, because they were actively manipulating you. Now with the fact that there's distance between the two of you, They've unveiled the truth of your connection, and they don't know how to deal with it. So what they do is they actually hyper focus on you. And they are sending you telepathic signals. And because you're feeling that, you're taking it on, and you shouldn't have to do that. Now, I have here Deal with the Dirt, which is the Eastern Oyster Oracle card. And this point in your life is meant for you to take that little grain of sand and turn it into a pearl. To shut the clam or the oyster and just focus on yourself a little bit until you're able to open up again into the pearl that you are. I know it sounds corny, but that's literally what I'm getting. And your spirit guides are here with you. Everybody has different beliefs. So however you connect spiritually, those spirit guides or that entity is actively working with you right now. And I'm hearing that it's best for you to take on a more creative side. I'm also hearing watch comedy. So you might be watching comedy now, or that's something that's being recommended by your spirit team. Something to make you laugh, right? If you're a painter, paint. If you're a sewer, sew. If you're a marathon runner, train for one. Whatever it is that you might have left behind and you don't do anymore because this person has sucked the energy out of you, is something that you have to get back to at this point. In order for you to actually transmute this energy for yourself. Because by connecting with them through your tarot algorithm, they're not doing the real work. All right, now, with pride, self-esteem, and love, this is a point in your life where self-care and self-love is of the most importance. If you're feeling drained, don't show up for people just because they ask. Think of yourself first. If you need a mental health day from work, I don't care if you have to lie or if they allow you to do that at work, take it. However it is that you feel, you need to go with the ebbs and flows of how you feel and not take other people's feelings into account too much, and show up for people the way that you do or that you're used to. All the love that you have in your heart needs to be returned to you, pointed to you. And that goes for friends, family. Because right now I see that you're wounded, and you're not wounded in a way where, you're a lost cause. No, not at all. In fact, you're wounded so that you can retreat. Look into your shadow. Get back into your hobbies. And enter the next stage of your life. There is a part of you that was dormant, that this person actually awakened in you. And it's a shadow part of yourself that you probably thought you got past because it hasn't presented itself in such a long time. And now your spirit guides are holding your hand to make sure that you don't have that chink in your armor. This person has a very dark energy. And the funny thing is, they know how to use it. They might not be spiritual. They might not be into the woo-woo. But this person knows how to manipulate energy. And it's important that as you process the separation with this person, that you don't pick up their slack and take on too much, emotionally speaking. Because what that'll do is it'll leave you stuck. I know this might sound crazy, but if I were you, I would try to switch up the algorithm. And if you do feel the need to watch tarot, maybe limit it to 1, 2, or 3 videos. This is your time. That's what I'm hearing. Is that this is your time. It's time for you to be selfish. Not in a negative way, but because who is going to look after you if you don't look after you? I'm getting here that you guys have a lot of love to give, and there are a lot of people around you that don't operate the same way. And frankly, don't deserve your love. And that's why your spirit team is having you look at the fact that you're giving your love away. This person actually wanted you to lower your self-esteem. They wanted to feel like they were above you. Not because they actually are. It's because they're void and they need validation. And you were like the utmost validation. Now, funny enough, I do see that this person has a lot of emotions for you, but I would be wary to say that they actually care. What I mean by that is because clearly if this message resonates for you, they didn't demonstrate that to you. They didn't demonstrate any care to you. And care, the word care is a verb. So it's something that they should have put into action, and they refused. I'm seeing that this person is having such a hard time being separated from you because they were like a leech. They needed you more than you needed them energetically. But they wanted you to think the reverse. All of these readings about, oh, this person's obsessed with you and this, that, and the other. Just make sure to choose your tarot readers wisely. An obsession isn't something to rave about. Because obsession isn't love. Obsession is dark. Obsession is possessive. And you don't deserve that. This is somebody who's very shallow. They run off of social ranking. And they feel the need to fit in so much that they would rather seek attention from people who they have like a in and out kind of connection with. So I'm getting here that this people had a lot of options. They were dealing with multiple people. They would rather deal with people that they seek validation from and have to earn validation from, rather than somebody like you who comes from a genuine place and was really actually trying to connect with this person, like on a genuine level. I'm hearing that some of you might think that this person is a soulmate, and who am I to say if they are or not? But I do have a question. Would you want your soulmate to be somebody who can't give you what you need? Is that the type of soulmate that you would want in your life? Because you know what you deserve. And no one needs to tell you what you deserve. You know. This person knows what you deserve. They're just empty. And they need to fill up their cup with other people's water. And you were giving your water away freely. This person's selfish in the worst way. They're inconsiderate. They're shallow. And you have a lot of depth to you. This person was never your equal. And I think on some level you actually knew that. They were never your equal. All right, so I'm going to end it here. I really felt like I had to get this out because I was woken up and told to get out of bed and pull some cards for you guys. And you guys are doing amazing internal work. You've done the work. You got more work to do. But you've done a lot of work. You've come a long, long way. Now it's time for you to focus on you. Get back to what you love. All right, peace.